We'll be live in a few, just sending out all the links. I had a few extra places to link this time, so it took a little bit longer. Looking through the gift sets for Skyrim on both Twitch, not Twitch, Twitter and Tumblr. Tumblr's gift sets are more like aesthetics and like, okay, this is like a really like beautiful like scene, or this looks really good, so I'm gonna make it into a GIF. While Twitter is mostly just memes, just meme dumps. Okay, that should be linked everywhere now. Just make sure that I'm just gonna close those tabs, that way no sound goes through. But yeah. Okay, I think we're actually ready to go. Okay. So this, for those who are new, this is basically several streams into a continuation of the Skyrim Let's Play I'm doing on my YouTube channel. Because I decided that, you know, maybe making YouTube content isn't the best at the moment. So I just kind of took the two Let's Plays I was doing and switched them over to stream. This is my character, Tetra, and there are her two followers. That's Ashley. I made her using the Familiar Faces mod, and she's wearing, I think it's the Cassandra the Frost Witch outfit. And this is a character from a Kobold mod I have installed. This is Pepsi. They are both mages, and I am basically a barbarian. Pepsi's armor is from a Terra Online armor mod, and mine is like, and the armor I'm wearing is like an actual custom armor mod. I don't think it's actually based off of anything. But let's see if we can remember what we were doing last time, because it's been a few weeks. I think I was doing this one. And that's the only quest I have actually marked. I never actually did this one because I got a place to put it, like in here. Like I'm in a modded home. Gonna save that for a little bit. Gonna save that for after this. I've actually done that one. All right, and this is the Mages Guild, because I started that quest line so I can get access to a few things. Namely, some of the Dragon Priest masks, because I will eventually hunt all those down. And a merchant who will sell me Daedra Hearts. And I am on PC, so I could just cheat and get him in, but with this character, anyway, since it's for like a stream in a YouTube series, I am not cheating. Also, I should probably turn the game audio up, but I'm gonna wait till this finishes loading, because with as many mods as I have, the game is way more unstable than it usually is. As in, it's taking a billion years to load. Usually doesn't take this long to load. There we go. Okay, but yeah, now I'm just gonna turn that up quite a bit. Okay. But yeah, this is the Skystone Castle home mod. It has a bunch of NPCs in it. This isn't one of them. I used the mod to turn Lydia into an Argonian, and she's wearing another custom armor mod. It's basically a special set from a special type of Daedric armor. And obviously the sword I'm using is a mod too. It's one of the Lilith weapon mods. There's a ton of them. I also have a mod that changes all the mannequins into people. You're supposed to be able to manage the race, but as you can tell, it doesn't work right. There we go. Much better. Yeah, I'll give a tour of the castle later. Basically, the only places I really go is the main hall, because you got to go in here to get in. The armory and the trophy room, which you can get through this door, or the stairway up here. And the library, which is through this corridor over here, because there is a mage there who will sell me soul stones or soul gems, which, thanks to another mod I have, I don't have to actually jump through 8,000 hoops in order to get a black soul gem. Oh, I also have a mod that changes the loading screen text to be funny. So far, like a couple streams ago, we finished the main storyline, of the base game, and we are on to the DLC. But I like to do a little bit of side stuff before I dive into the DLCs. And as for my character's build, it's light armor and two-handed weapons, pretty obviously. I got enchanting almost maxed out, got smithing maxed out, and have it legendaried once. Two-handed's pretty close. So's light armor, though it's not as close, because I tend to kill stuff pretty quick. Because while this sword is a little bit more powerful than a lot of the base game swords, it's not overpowered. And the enchantments I put on make it, obviously better. So there's less of so it's easy, so it's a little easier to kill things. Also, hope you don't mind, but I like to gather literally everything. Oh, there's a dragon over there. Dragon Rend. Make sure that's equipped. Did I kill the named dragon that's over this way? Guess I'll find out. Because, over this way, there is a dragon burial mound that, before you defeat Alduin, if you go up there, there'll be a chance that he'll be resurrecting the dragon over there. There's a saber cat.
Just do it!
Ah, stupid rock. Okay, so is that too loud? Oh, hello, cultists. Come on. Also, I just noticed that the sound is coming out of my speakers and not my headset. Hold on, let me change that real quick. Okay, that didn't do anything. That also didn't do anything. Oh, but now you're getting double voice. No, whatever. I'll just keep it as this. It's not. I don't think it's not getting picked up by my mic, so it should be fine. If it is a named dragon, then it should be easy as hell. Oh, hey, it is a named one. Okay, now you won't get away. But yeah, for those who don't know, dragons usually come in tiers. Like dragon, blood dragon. I think then it's elder dragon. There's also specifically frost dragon. There's one or two other tiers like that. And the higher the tier, the stronger they are. However, the dragons that have names, they have the stats of the base dragon, like the unnamed generic dragon that don't have any like modifiers to their name. So they're really easy. There is a mod to change that, which I think I tried at one point. Hey Brendan, what's up? Just dicking around in some Skyrim. Yeah, the name dragons have the stats of your everyday unmodified, like bog standard dragon. So they're super easy to take out. I had a mod that made the dragons a lot tougher and made named dragons super hard, but I uninstalled it at some point. Oh, did I get an update? I never really played 7 Days to Die, so I'm kind of out of the loop with that game. Also, just because since you guys probably noticed this, but I have a tendency to collect everything. Though if you guys have watched any of my other Skyrim content, you would know that. There's a little glitch that happens every once in a while. There we go. Yeah, sometimes when I jump, when I go to land, it won't actually have me land. I think I'm gonna discover a couple locations, go through a cave or two. There's one back here that I just walked right by. Okay, I know there's like along like this mountain range. I know there are two caves like this. One of them just leads to the other side. The other one was like a hiding place for blades. I just thought I heard a weird sound. What the fuck was that? Almost sounded like a high-pitched coughing. That was weird.
Hey, look, a cave.
Oh yeah, I think it's someone coughing. Yeah, someone downstairs. Okay, Pepsi and her familiar just kind of popped into existence there for a minute. Okay, I think this is the one where there's like a little thing for the blades. Which, now that I'm actually saying it out loud, the blades sound like a very generic fantasy organization. Since it's not even like the blades of something, it's just the blades. I need to charge up my sword. Alright, those are familiar despawning. Okay, I think this is the Blades Cave because it's been like 1 billion years since I've been in here. But I do seem to remember there being a lot of animal encounters. Whole lot of beasts. And if I'm recalling correctly, right up here should be a shrine to Talos. Oh, there's another one. Followers took care of it. You know, normally I don't use followers at all. But because I am not like using cheats or anything, I decided to be good to have them just for the increased carry weight at the very least. And I made sure that they're arranged so I'm not getting hit. So I'm not accidentally murdering them. Yep. Let's see. Bolar's Oathblade, I'll take that. And Bolar's Writ. Till you found this, know that Alkalis Bolar, last of the blades to survive the attack on Cloudrunner Temple, took refuge here in this ancient sanctuary. The Thalmor have come for me. But they shall not disgrace this place. I go forth to meet my death with honor. If you are worthy, take up my blade and do the same. Okay, so he had an enchanted blade, which does 25 points of stamina damage, and enemies below level 12 flee for 30 seconds. Which, honestly, I'm not exactly sure how the levels scale. Ooh, Ebony Greatsword. I'm not exactly sure how the enemy levels scale, but considering that I am level 42, I doubt there'll be many enemies below level 12. I mean, maybe bog standard bandits, which I do run into a surprisingly large amount of. Surprise! But yeah, I think like only like the weakest of the weak are gonna actually be affected by that. Also, I think this place is one big ass. Yep, this one big ass circle because we started up in here. Okay, so that's that location done. This little micro dungeon cleared. Alright, Jack and Skeleton. I was wondering what that was for a second there. Oh, and I'm also probably going to do, like, try to grind some dragons, essentially. Build up my soul count. Mostly because in the second DLC, it becomes a lot harder to get dragon souls for a little while. Not gonna say why, but if you're playing through for the first time and you decide to, oh hey, I'm gonna go do the Dragonborn DLC, just make sure you have plenty of dragon souls before you go in. Also, one thing, I still have no idea what it is, but one thing that I mention every single stream, because it pops up every single stream, and of course we're not doing it right now, is that when followers are idle, there is a chance that they will just start dancing. Just like one out of like 2 or 3 random dances. It drives me fucking nuts. I do not know why. Actually, you know what? Just so I'm not wandering aimlessly, let's go to High Hrothgar real quick and see if I can't get. So, oh hey, there's a word of power over here. Oh wow, this loading screen's taking a little while. Yeah, see, Pepsi's just dancing. I don't know why. It annoys me. I don't know how to turn it off. I think it's the Ultimate Follower Overhaul mod, because that's like the only mod I have that has anything to do with followers. With the exception of the mod that turns Lydia into an Argonian, but that's like a race change, basically.
I can see it in your eyes. You've seen the land of the gods and returned. Does this mean it is done? Is Alduin truly defeated?
Yep.
At last, it is over. Perhaps it was all worth it in the end. You've shown yourself mighty, both in voice and deed. In order to defeat Alduin, you have gained mastery of dreadful weapons. Now it is up to you to decide what to do with your power and skill. Will you be a hero whose name is remembered in song throughout the ages? Or will your name be a curse to future generations? Or will you merely fade from history, unremembered? Let the way of the voice be your guide, and the path of wisdom will be clear to you. Breath and focus, Dragonborn. Your future lies before you. We are all in your debt, Dragonborn. We have felt the whisper of a world Give me your map and I will show you where its echo can be found.
Silverdrift Lair?
Sky?
I have no idea where that is. Sometimes it's just funny to, like, react. Like, I don't know why, but sometimes just reacting like that to things is just funny. I think it's just like the unexpected, just like intensity. Fucking, I keep hitting the wrong button. Oh, it's all over there. Relatively close, but I don't want to, you know, walk down a mountain. that would like going. I would either be able to go. I would either have to go the super direct route, which would kind of suck and probably end up in me dying a few times, or fast travel and deal with the loading screen. Either way, I'm gonna drink this like super flat soda. Yeah. I hate it. But I'm not wasting soda, damn it. Man, this entire six-pack was shit. Like, yeah, I've been trying to watch my sugar intake lately. So, a month or two ago, I switched to Mountain Dew Zero, like a zero sugar Mountain Dew. And while I was kind of meh on it at first, it kind of grew on me. And right now, I cannot find a 12-pack of cans to save my life in my freaking town. Okay, how many black soul gems do I have? I have 14 empty ones.
That's close enough. Hey, ain't this a surprise?
Yeah, like, so because of that, I've been getting bottles, like 6-pack of bottles, which I've been trying to save for my weekly D&D sessions every Saturday over at my friend's house, because it's just easier to carry that than taking out 2 to 6 cans and throwing them in a plastic bag. But yeah, like but since I haven't been able to find a 12-pack of the cans, I've just been drinking those. And this entire 6-pack has just been super disappointingly flat. And I have no idea why, but the lack of carbonation just really fucks with the flavor. I mean, I thought there'd be actual bandits in here, but I guess not. We already got that book. But I'll still take it because it's worth some coin.
Just do it!
Okay, I think I remember this place now. I wonder why these Draugr only like exclusively summon Frost Atronachs. Okay, it appears that none of my soul gems are being underfilled or overfilled. Like, one of the mods I have will change. Alright, these guys have decently strength versions of the shout.
Just do it!
Yeah, like, oh yeah, like, one of the mods I have makes it so... I almost died there. Makes it so my, so I can't underfill a soul gem. Oh, there's no one behind there. Yeah, if I remember right, the actual answer to this puzzle is right there. Also that. Like, and for some, and like, but you'd also set it to so that larger souls can be put in smaller gems, which I also don't really like. And for some reason, it just kind of started to do that one day. So now I'm always kind of now I'm always kind of paranoid about it. Pop. Thankfully, this game does a thing. Doesn't do the thing that I've seen other games do, where if you have life-draining effects, it reverses the effect, like healing does with undead. Like in one of the Final Fantasy games, I want to say Tactics Advanced? Could be wrong. Yeah, in that game, in like one of those games, like the undead have the effect where healing is reversed. So casting a healing spell on an undead will make it so, oh hey, you're not, or yeah, will make it so, oh hey, it's now like now healing magic will hurt them. But it also means that if you use an effect that's like, oh hey, I now take a it's like I no longer okay, yeah, I did die. Like I have a like, why can't I freaking talk? Oh yay, I'm way at the beginning. Yeah, like the but like with lifesteal effects, like you drain their life and it adds to yours. That's also reversed in some of these games, which thankfully this game isn't. Which is the point I was trying to make, because my weapon has a lifesteal effect on it, and since Draugr are undead, it's now like, oh no, it'll like your weapon now heals them and hurts you. And by the way, the Shy of Surprise bit, I have a mod that's like sneak attacks now say Shy of Surprise. And like from the actual Cannibal Shia LaBeouf song. But apparently the way it's set up, like it's set up so that any, I didn't mean to grab the weapon. It's set up so that any critical hit, it says it. I think they programmed it that way because crits are automatically, or sneak attacks are marked as automatically being critical. I can not fucking talk today. What the shit? Okay, I know the answer to that puzzle is somewhere around here. Yeah, because like, if there's one constant in Skyrim, is that like if there's a if there is a puzzle, the answer to that puzzle is in the room somewhere. Ow. Oh, that works. Yeah, when all else fails, brute force works. Oh, hey, a hulking Draugr. You don't see you guys that often. Yeah, sorry if the sound of picking up money is a bit loud. I've noticed that with this, like with the mod I got for it, which changes money, which changes the gold into rupees from Zelda. The sound effect that they use is kind of loud. Or at the very least, compared to everything else. Also, yay, level up. There it is. Ooh, ebony shield. I'm not sure why, but I really like the ebony gear in this game. Hulking Draugr. Oh, hey, you have hair. I'm used to hulking Draugrs not having hair. Come on, guys. There we go. That's another thing that always annoys me about followers, is that they're just kind of in your way a lot. Which, also, I'm pretty sure Fallout 3 is a good part of the reason why I don't really use followers. Or why I definitely did not, like, went out of my way to not use followers before.
Just do it!
That's specifically because in Fallout 3, there was an instance. Whoa, camera. I know my character has a nice ass, but still. Yeah, there was an instance in Fallout 3 where I actually got soft locked because of a follower. Because I was playing a good aligned character, I had Fox as my follower, which is the good-natured super mutant. And like with him, and I basically went into my character's room, like in the house in Megaton, and I went to bed. And when I woke back, actually no, it wasn't even that. I went to go store something in the chest in my character's room. And when Fox was following me, he stood in the doorway. Now, Fox is not small. Like, he is a unit. And because of that, I physically could not walk past him. He was blocking the door, and I could not get past him. I even told him, "Hey, it's time for us to part ways," so he would leave and go home. He just stood there. I could not leave the room, like physically. And this was on the PS3, so I couldn't just despawn. So even if I knew how, I couldn't like just go to the console and despawn him or something. So yeah, I had to load an old save because I got fucking soft locked. Okay, we're almost there again. You know, that is something I've noticed right there. I wonder why sometimes when the Draugr go to use a shout, they'll either turn around and shout. Quick save now. They'll either turn around and shout,
Just do it!
or when they shout, it goes backwards. I always wondered why that is. Take care of these Death Lords, because they're the ones who do the real damage. Okay, looks like my health is good. Learned the word of power by accident. Gonna level up to heal. Oh, this won't work good because the armor set I have doesn't have a headpiece. And unfortunately, this Dragon Priest did not have a mask. And I just make sure I got everything up here. I'm the first person to make sure. I didn't even register what that was. Oh, it's this. Okay. I think I got that enchantment. Okay, this room always makes me feel a bit stupid. Because the way to open that is out. Okay, yeah, see, it's out in the open. It's right there. But I never see it. Okay, now right back at the start. Okay, I have 5 souls. Which should be good for going into Dragonborn when I do that, but once again, not gonna be doing that. We gotta get through Dawnguard first. Which I recently, well, semi-recently, played through on a different character. My mage character. Who is an Argonian wizard named after my Yuan Ti wizard in D&D, Rin. I mean, I really want to play Rin as a player character at one point instead of just as an NPC. Because in the game I'm currently running, she basically, like, thanks to a quest chain that she hired the party for. I'm DMing this campaign, but she hired the party to help her out with a quest, and now her and the party own a flying mountain that they're turning into a fortress. Because artifacts. Okay, so I've already looted this stuff, so might as well not even bother. But yeah, like, I want to play her as a player character, because she is basically, she's a snotty noble. Well, not snotty, but she's like, she's kind of a self-centered noble who became a wizard purely out of spite. Like, basically, like, she's shown interest in magic, and she's like a noble from a large, like, from like a city of mostly like Yuan Ti and kobolds. And she's from one of like the highest ranking families, so she's always been kind of aloof when it comes to stuff, because what does she care? She's like, her family's like the richest one in the city. Like, she could have literally whatever she wants. And so she tried to do a bunch of stuff and just kind of quit halfway through because she was not really feeling it. And she discovered that she kind of had a bit of an aptitude for magic. So she was like, you know what? I'm gonna become a wizard. And her family was like, no, you're not. You're too lazy to do anything like that. And so she's like, you know what? I'm gonna become the best wizard ever. Fuck you. And she left with basically what equated to like 10,000. She basically left with like, she grabbed some money for starting equipment, left home, and basically started a journey to become a wizard and a hero. Because if she's gonna rub her family's face in it, she's gonna be the best. And in the game I'm running, like, she took a bunch of money, and a very specific magical item, and the servant who basically raised her, a kobold named Colleen. And then she became a wizard. Like, she traveled around for a while, got some power, and then she's like, oh hey, I found the like, through some studies I found out about this like super powerful artifact. I'm gonna grab it before any other wizards do, because it's literally an artifact of the god of magic, and what self-respecting wizard wouldn't want that? But as a player character, she'll basically be like as a player character, I plan to make it so like she is, like she was not like because she was so stupidly wealthy. She doesn't really have too much of a concept of money. So she took like 20 gold or something because she figured, nah, that's about as much as I'll need. Like I'll be able to live off that for a while. And like 2 days at it in and 4 spell components later, she's like, I have no money. What the hell? Yeah, I just think it'll be fun to play like the complete fish out of water. Like I'm used to having a bed bigger than this room kind of character. Where are you going? Where the fuck is this Draugr going? Well, might as well take the ancient boots and ancient helm now that I'm back up here. Oh, but yeah, that's the character. That's my other character that I'm playing a lot. Guys. She said, "Wish you could just like." Actually, no. There is actually a way to tell your followers to move. I just never remember it. Yeah, like on that character, I'm actually getting really close to actually doing the Dragonborn DLC. But I think I'm gonna save off on that until this character like is getting her way through Dawnguard.
I've got your back.
Pepsi,
What do you want me to carry?
carry some stuff for me. Since you're right here. I take this oath blade, these bows, this great sword, this sword. Where the fuck is this even from? I thought I put this somewhere. Is this just now always in my inventory? I'll take all of these. Don't want to give her any armor because she'll probably equip that or the enchanted armor she has. Take this dragon stuff. That freed me up a couple 100 pounds.
Lead on.
Also, it is time for a break. Okay, so for those new here, about every hour or so we've been live, we take a quick break so that you guys and myself can stretch their legs, use the bathroom, grab a snack, you know, whatever it is you gotta do. Alright, we'll be back in a few. Okay, I'm back. Just gonna check a couple things real quick. Just making sure some of the things actually posted. Because I've gone sometimes where like I've done streams where like I would, okay, I got all the links posted, I'll do the entire stream, then I'd go to check Twitter, it's like, oh yeah, I never hit post. I'm actually kind of surprised that tweet's still going around. Like a week or two ago. Actually, no, about a week ago, give or take a few days. I posted on a tweet that was like, "Hey, quick hashtag D&D question. What do you guys feel about rolling intimidation or persuasion against other PCs? I know at the end of the day it's DM's discretion, but am I the only one who thinks it feels kind of scummy?" And this is by far my most popular tweet ever, I think. Since it has 100 replies, 10 retweets, and 77 likes. Like, from what I've seen, common consensus is that persuasion and intimidation are only to be used if it's like if the party is in gridlock, basically. So it's like if you're so like if the player, or if another player character is being super stubborn, like, and like, you know, not actually doing any of the, like, the role play for like for, like, the social encounters with other PCs, like, that's when you bust out the roles. And like, and the main reason I've seen given, which is the one I agree with, is that just being like, oh, you can just doing that takes away the agency of the other player. Papa. Bone meal. Oh, was that one of the staffs I gave you, or did you just level up? I was not aware Pepsi could summon those, considering that she's just been summoning the familiar this entire time. Whoa. Yeah, and like, the reason why I made that tweet was because for my Saturday night D&D group, I actually like posted a thing about that rule in the, like, in that chat, because I felt like it might come up, because one of the people is playing a Karen. Like, to the point where everyone just, we're like, both in and out of character, everyone just calls her Karen. And her player, and I basically had a bit of a discussion about it, to where, like, I said that, like, just because it might come up, a player, like, it is considered a faux pas to use, like, when it comes to, like, using, like, intimidating or persuading other players, it's considered, like, you don't do the role, you role play it out. And he immediately was like, "Nah, it's DM discretion." And, like, we, like, had a bit of an argument about it for a little while. But then, like, and I mentioned that, like, well, no, it's like, damn it, Ashley. Sorry, Pepsi. Well, we haven't gotten into that situation yet, but part of the main reason why we consider her a Karen is because since her character has joined us for this job, she has done nothing but complain. And there have been several situations where the party was like, okay, where the party, like, in character, was discussing, okay, how do we tackle this situation? And we would get literally, literally 2 sentences into the discussion, and she's like, and she would just walk into the situation. It's like, bitch, you're gonna get us killed. Like, in game, in game, it's like, in character, like, well, in, like, yeah, like, my character, by the end of the first session, was already essentially planning her murder. But out of character, it's like, oh no, dude, this is great. I'm having a blast. Yeah, like, yeah, like, and it got to the point where, one of the other players, like, started to talking on the conversation too. And I mentioned that, like, well, no, it's considered, like, it's kind of an unspoken rule, and it's considered basically a faux pas, because if a character has super high social stats, then nothing will stop them from just using that to, like, get whatever, to just boss the party around, and be like, well, no, you can't do that. You were intimidated, or you were persuaded. And when I mentioned, no, that's kind of bullshit, because then it's no fun for the other players. One of them said something about not, like, they don't want to punish the character for having that character for having high stats. And I can't remember if I actually retorted this, because I think at that point I was just fucking done with the conversation. Like, did I grab the? Okay, yeah, I did grab the mask. Like, I think I had a, like, I can't remember if I actually said it, but one of the things like, if I didn't actually, I was going to retort with, it was, at that point you're punishing the other player for having low stats. And it's not fair. But yeah, then like, a little while later, the DM for the campaign, the guy who was actually DMing that campaign, he was like, okay, I was at work, so I didn't see any of this when it happened, but no, like in this situation, no, it's like it's role play unless it gets gridlocked. Okay, I know there's a way to, because like this is the kind this is the kind of thing you can open up. What the where the fuck is the thing to open it? There's usually a chain or a switch or a lever somewhere. Oh, well, it's not that big of a deal. I got what I came in here for, the word of power and the dragon priest mask, which I didn't even know was in here. I just came in here. But yeah, speaking of Karens in D&D, this reminds me of an RPG story I heard, because I recently started watching this YouTube channel, Crit Crab. Oh, I gotta turn my fan on real quick. Luckily, it's within arm's reach. But he told a story that he does, like, one of the things that Crit Crab does is he will go on Reddit and read D&D stories and RPG horror stories and stuff like that. And one of the stories was about like this wizard who during during the game they were like level 15 and hold on a sec. Okay, there was like a bit of there's like a bit of dead skin in my cheek. Just had to get that out. But yeah, like the the party was level 15 and they went to a town and discovered that the lord, I think it was like a dwarven king, was basically taking everyone's money whenever they entered the city. He took all their gold and replaced it with specific seashells. And the party was like, okay, that's kind of BS. So they ended up killing the king. And they figured out that, oh, hey, he's working for a demon lord. And the demon lord basically has a bank set up. He was putting all of his money and shit in. So the wizard, using magic, disguised himself as the king, went into the... Oh, it's just locked. Okay. Went into the bank and pulled a Karen, demanding to see their manager and all that good stuff. And one thing led to another, led to another, led to another, led to another. And they ended up killing the Demon Lord of Greed. And like taking and like bringing his corpse and a lot of his money back into this wizard's college. Because the wizard was like, I'm gonna bring you the corpse of a demon lord, and if I do, you're naming the school after me. And they're like, okay. So he did, and now now the freaking wizard college is named after him. D&D is crazy. Fucking love it. Is this just a... Was this... Oh no, they're over here. I was gonna say, why was that cultist way up there though? If the other ones were all the way down here. Wow, we've already been back for like 20 minutes? What the fuck? It does not feel like we've been back for 20 minutes. Wait, where are these quest markers leading me? Oh, identify the crystal shard. Oh, okay. Oh, it's fast travel. And one thing I did notice is that during a lot of my recent Skyrim streams, almost exclusively Skyrim streams, I have been talking a lot about D&D. Which, you know, I'm cool with. I love D&D. I'll talk about it all day, every day if I have to. Alright. I'm amazed I haven't actually found this book yet. I'm just gonna double check to make sure that I grabbed the one here. Like, how many do I have? I have 2 out of the 4. Or 5. In fact, I think I know the ones I don't have. All right, this is not the room for it. This is for the Mage College. Yeah, okay, that was a good loading screen. It's this place. You know, maybe I should just go full tropey and just make a okay, yeah, I definitely got this one. Yeah, I should just go full on tropey and make my own ancient civilization of weirdly advanced people for my D&D setting. Cuz they already got the whole ancient war thing. Well, not an ancient war, but a devastating war that ruined most of the continent. Which people have spent, which in my setting at least, people have been rebuilding pretty quickly from. Basically, my campaign is set in a Ghibli apocalypse, where it's like, okay, things were shit for a while, but things are actually getting better now. Okay, the thing I'm going for is somewhere roughly in here-ish. So I'll just place that marker down there. There. That mod never gets old. Wait, did I hit an afflicted? Yeah, I hit an afflicted refugee. He's gonna run up and puke on me. You know, I've actually gotten to the point where I really hate the afflicted where I really don't like the afflicted refugees. But that is mostly because, like, for some reason, like, okay, so for those who don't know, this game is programmed with random encounters. Like when you're walking around, like here, there are chances that specific encounters will happen. Now they might be the group of people drinking honey brew mead and celebrating who will give you some. It might be an imperial or storm an imperial stormcloak or Thalmor patrol who have a prisoner with them. It might be like it could be a bunch of different stuff. But for some reason, the one I see by far the most often, no matter what character I'm playing at, no matter what character I'm using, is the afflicted refugee. I see them all the fucking time. Like every single time I go out, I run into at least one of them. It is actually vaguely infuriating. Oh wow, the Elder Dragon's actually hurt. You know one mod that I've never seen been able to get work, but I really want to get working? I want to get that mod that changes around the UI, so it's like, oh hey, here are the like health, stamina, and whatever meters from Oblivion. Because like the Skyrim bars, for at least for health, like the Skyrim health bar, kind of isn't that great. Like the zero mark is in the middle, which I mean, yeah, it makes sense to do it like that for the layout, and aesthetically it's nice, but like it makes you think you have a lot more health than you do. Because with health bars, like in your head, it's like, okay, the fuller it is, the better off I am. And you can be at half health, and it seems like you're at 2/3 health. So like unless you're like specifically super used to it, it throws you off. Just gonna discover this real quick, because apparently on this, like on Steam, I never got the achievement to find all the standing stones. Which is weird because I think in almost every other version I have, or I've played, that's one of the first ones I went for. So it's just kind of weird to not have it. Wait, what cave is over here? I don't think I've ever been in it. Or I should say, the only cave I remember being in around this area was a cave added in by this huge mod that was like, okay, here's a bunch of stuff from the Zelda universe. Like, you can find Zelda themed equipment, like shields and armor and stuff. You could find rupees that were like a miscellaneous item, weren't actual money. But apparently you could find a apparently if you found a specific merchant or whatever, they would take the rupees. And you find a whole bunch of like little clues that you have to translate from Hylian into the common language. And then you would which would eventually lead you to the Temple of Time, where you could get the Master Sword. I never got that far. Okay, I think I know what this place is now. Okay, yeah, this is for a different quest. Yeah, because like we can't physically get there because there's a bunch of roots blocking the way. But up in there is unless I'm mistaken, is a hist tree. And you could use, and it's for like a different quest, like in Whiterun, there's this like big old tree that's like, oh, this tree is like dead and all that shit. And this one priestess is like, yo, get a sapling from this other tree that we're pretty sure this tree came from. And it's like, oh, it turns out it's a hist tree or something like that. Okay, let's see if we can't find that dwarven ruin. Because I'm pretty much actually almost done with the Ethereum quest line. Because I found most of it before it even I found most of the shards before it started. Because I had a vague idea of where they all were. Which sawmill is this? Okay. For some reason, I was thinking it was the Half Moon one. Like Half Moon Mill was like, no, that's on the literal other side of the freaking continent, or of like the province. Because like, yeah, this is right here. Half Moon is all the way down here, and the only reason I remember that one is because it's part of the Dark Brotherhood quest line. Which I'm debating on whether or not I should do in full with this character. Or just do the quick one where it's like, or just do the quick version. Because, like, without spoiling, once you get to the Dark Brotherhood quest line, you can join them, or you can destroy them. And joining them, you just do the Dark Brotherhood quest line. It's one of the best quest lines in the game. Because, they're all fucking characters who have actual unique voices. Unlike some of the other ones where it's like, oh hey, this, yeah, like, fucking, I swear the Dark Brotherhood got like 5 of this game, of the 7.5 voice actors in this game. But I'm not going to that place. That place is annoying. That place is full of mages. And mages hurt. I mean, it's super easy to kill them, but you know, they have a lot of really hard hitting spells. Well, looks like it's time for me to take out another bandit camp. Now, I'm pretty sure there are quests attached to a lot of these. Like when you go to the capitals of the whole in like the holds, they'll be like you're like, oh, I'm looking for work. They'll sometimes like the steward of the jarl will sometimes give you like, oh hey, here's a bounty for a bunch of bandits that have been giving us trouble. Go murder them. And you're just like, okay. And you go and do it, and then you get money. Or you can do what most people probably do. You wander by, their guards attacking. It's like, okay, now I'm going to slaughter this entire cave. Sorry, Pepsi, I murdered your familiar. Papa! You know, I'm not gonna lie. I kind of love how I'm carrying too much now. I kind of love how one of the main thing, like one of like the perks for the skill tree for two-handed weapons is literally just okay. Whenever I do a heavy attack while moving left or right, I hit everything. What else can I drop off? I mean, I'm gonna have to remember that. I'm gonna have to remember that these guys have all this stuff. That's just corundum. Yeah, I have to be very careful about looting, about like mining, because one of the mods I have makes it so I get a lot more, so it's a lot heavier. That's okay, actually. We'll kill everybody. Yuck. Damn it! I was about to hit tab and heal. Papa. Aha! And now we're gonna go this way. Then we go on this side. And either way, this guy was probably gonna die first because this guy has a shield and the other guy has a bow. So the other guy's gonna back up to attack. Did I check this guy? Yeah, I did. I'll leave the war axe. Sorry, Pepsi. Yeah, see, shit like that is why I don't usually have followers, because they run in front of me. Okay, now would be a good time. Now would be a good time to heal. Did I accidentally hit Ashley? I better not have. Well, so I have to be very careful in order to not hit R instead of T when charging up the weapons. Because hitting T will drop it. I mean, because hitting R will drop it, while T will charge. Whoa, why is this guy in here? Take the sword. I'll also take these books. And now I'll give a bunch of shit to Ashley. I know they don't have any carry weight, but, you know, just so they're not in my inventory. There we go. You're not gonna at least get freaking past you. Wrong room. Damn it, Pepsi. Damn it, Ashley.
Stop getting in the way.
Oh, wow, That fucked up my throat far more than I thought it would. See, why did the chief spawn in there? Or why did his corpse spawn in there, I should say? Oh, I didn't see you before. Okay, so that's this place cleared. Actually, let's travel back and do some inventory management because both my followers are basically full up on shit, and I'm pretty close to being. Yeah, as I thought. Ashley's wearing some of the shit now. You know, it completely ruins her look. Because it has a higher armor rating. You know, just ignore the fact that it's like better. Or that like the other stuff is like I'm pretty sure the other stuff is enchanted. Wait, did I take a bunch of extra staffs from her? Oh, I took this staff from her. Okay. Now I'll do the same with Pepsi. And my phone just dinged. Ah, this is someone in my D&D group, like, memeing. Actually, I'll let you keep a glass sword. You know, just in case you run out of magic. Actually, no. I'm gonna take that glass sword because, you might decide to start trying to use it. Let's see if I can disenchant any of the stuff I brought back. Nope. I know all the enchantments I picked up. I did not mean to do that. I was just like fucking 1,300 gold. Not that much, but that was a lot of gold. Okay, now that I'm not carrying too much, drop off all these ingredients. Okay, I noticed one thing that I don't know the first thing of. Just the pearl. There we go. Just keep that for now. Also, I just realized I didn't turn the sound on. That was my bad. It's actually about time to go on break again.
You're someone who can get the finest weapons and armor. Until
Okay.
next time.
Let's see if there's a spot in the trophy room for the sword I found. Oh, hey, it's actually working. Usually the... well, we'll see for a little while. Usually, like, the heads stay like this for a little bit. Then the heads change into the, either the... like, the default race they have for it, which I want to say is... Imperial. Or it'll change into the standard wooden, like, masculine wooden mannequin head. It's beyond annoying. I'm thinking about I probably don't have a place for the Oath Blade. But I do have a place. Did I just sell the fucking Dragon Priest mask? I did, didn't I? I completely forgot about it, so I just mashed through without actually reading what any of the stuff was.
Need something? Looking to protect yourself? Or deal some damage?
No, it's not here.
Until next time.
Just gonna
The finest weapons and
double
armor.
check.
I'll take my
One of you have it?
I'm right behind you. What do you want me to carry?
You don't have it.
Lead on.
Still here. What do you want me to carry?
Okay, what the fuck? Did it somehow glitch out of my inventory? I know I have it.
You lead, I'll follow.
Hold on, let me test the thing. No, it's not in here. Well, shit. I think I'm actually going to have to cheat to get that mask back. Because I know I have it. I made sure I picked it up, and it was a named dragon priest, so he had a mask. Wait, did he? I remember the name beginning with a C. It could be completely wrong, though. Yo, let's see what staves these guys have, because
What do you
they
want
also
me to
tend to
carry?
have a staff. And the staff is normally named after them. Like this guy, Havana Rock.
You lead, I'll follow.
I'm right behind you. What do you want me to carry? Lead on.
Is his mask? Is that guy's mask up here? Yes, it is. Okay, that's going to bug me. That's going to bug the living hell out of me. Oh well. Well, either way, it's about time for another break. Grab a drink, stretch, use the bathroom. Do what you gotta do. I'm gonna do a bit of stretching myself, because I kind of need to. All right, be back in a few.
Okay, I'm back. Just doing some last minute shit. I just did a bunch of enchanting. Now I'm just gonna dump off all the shit I enchanted. Gonna switch back. So I switch back into a loading screen, which is kind of risky because it might do that glitch where your cursor is now visible. Okay, now we're good. Yeah.
Need something?
Man, why does Tang suck now?
What do you need? So, you wish to master the
I remember
arcane
like
arts?
it kind of came out back in like the 90s, and it was like really good. Well, balls are out of gold. Also, I don't want to get rid of that because it's not a quest item, but still. Yeah, I used pretty much all my soul gems. Got enchanting up to 80. Not enough to level, not enough for me to level, but kind of up there. Just double check. Yeah, that can't fit anymore. And I believe the copy of the Ethereum Wars. Yep, when the quest is done, it'll go there. There's the Elder Scroll from the main game. These are all for the black books from Dragonborn. Don't know what these are. That's the Agma Infinium. I actually have to use console commands to get one of those because once you use it, it disappears. Like you can't use, like it's just gone. So I used it because that's a fuckload of free experience. And I just put it, then I just had to, and when it disappeared, I just used commands to put it there just so I could put it in there so I have it. Yeah, this Tang tastes like watered down orange juice. The fuck? Well, it's better than plain old everyday water. Actually, no. No, it's not. I'd rather drink plain old everyday water. Okay, I actually see it on the compass, so I can remove it. Made you to keep at least one black gem so I could...
Just do it!
Damn it. Thought I could stop from killing the rabbit this time. Also, I think I hit a snow fox. Because I saw its health bar pop up for a minute. Oh, there it is. Yeah, for those just tuning in, I'm basically getting everything done for the Ethereum quest line before I actually get the quest. Like, after the one that's hidden in this place, I have one more to get, and that's where you meet the ghost who explains the quest to you. Wait, how many empty black soul gems do I have? 4. Oh. These soul gems ain't gonna fill themselves. Papa! And also to reiterate for those who came in late, we're kind of doing a basically just random quests before we dive headfirst into Dawnguard. Took me a minute to remember what the quest was called, or the DLC was called. Like, I had 100 gold on him. Okay, I think I've actually ran out of soul gems to fill, so this one should say... Oh, no, I guess I still had one more. Okay, there we go. Now I don't have a soul gem large enough.
Decapitation.
Reacted a bit late on that one because my friend was like, okay, quick, what voice do you use? What voice? Fuck.
Looky here. We got ourselves a few.
Aha.
I'm gonna find whoever did this.
Dude. I'm right fucking here. You saw me do this. Oh, I'll let him live. He is a spoiler for the fucking Dark Brotherhood questline. I meant to remember what the name of the freaking guild was. He is one of the people who you gotta kill for one of like the main quests in that. So until then, I could be wrong, but he's either essential or won't be hostile. Unless you attack him directly, I guess. You know, I would ask why the why there's an elven bow and a dwarven ruin. But in this particular instance, there are several answers. Like, one, it's currently like a bandit hideout. And so, like, they might have put it there. 2, it's random, like, actual mechanics-wise. It's like, it's just, okay, they're at this level, we'll put this here. And 3, honestly, it's probably... honestly, like, in this game, everything except for humans are a fucking elf. Like, if you're not an actual human or a type of human, then you're a type of elf. Unless, of course, you're an Argonian or a Khajiit. Because Bethesda don't care about that. Oh wow, this thing is actually beating the shit out of me. Okay, it's always, by the way, it's always worth it to search these guys because they have a lot of Dwemer stuff on them, but they also tend to have ore and soul gems on them. Papa. Yeah, this is actually one of the things about the lore of this game that does kind of annoy me, is that like if you're not a human, Argonian, or a Khajiit, you're an elf. Like even the orcs are like even the orcs in the Falmer are elves. Just a weird offshoot of them. Which, I mean, yeah, I guess I kind of get it. But still. Like, give me an actual reason for why... Like, give me an actual thing about orcs. Not just, oh, they're weird Daedra elves. Like, they started out as a type of elf, but they were, like, corrupted by the Daedra or something like that. Because I could be wrong. It's been like a billion years since I've watched through a bunch of Elder Scrolls lore videos, but like basically everything is, oh hey, it's a type of elf. Like it's an elf, but this happened. Like with the like, as I said, with the like, I'm pretty sure the orcs were actually just like, oh, there were elves, but they were messed with by a specific Daedra, and now they were changed to resemble the Daedra, but they're still elves. I mean, at least the Falmer kind of makes sense. They're elves that spent thousands of years underground, so now they actually like evolved and adapted to being underground. And that also somehow made them kind of feral. Which, by the way, speaking of evil things, there's been a bunch of discourse about Dungeons and Dragons because, like, they did something about doing away with quote-unquote evil races, which, honestly, yeah, I kind of agree with, because that, like, specifically because, seriously, Ashley, like, specifically because saying that this race is evil, like the members of this race are evil, that is like that is saying that they are genetically predisposed to be like this, which is something real world racists have literally been saying since racism was a thing. So yeah, I understand why they were like, yeah, we're like, especially in the current climate. Like, I completely understand why, like, yeah, we're gonna kind of back off from that. And I also remembered seeing this thing where it was like, and like people were like, well, change it to species. And that doesn't change the problem. That's like putting a like, to quote a YouTuber, that's like putting a band-aid on a brain tumor. Because changing it from race to species still carries the implication of they are genetically predisposed to be evil or to be good. Which is honestly something that, like, I've been homebrewing and I've been house ruling out of my games without even realizing it. Because I like the monster races, quote unquote monster races. Like, I love kobolds, I like gnolls, I like minotaurs and stuff like that. Like, those are cool. Like, and they're like, I also really like yuan-tis. Like, so I want to be able to play as them, but in the lore, it's like, well, if you're gonna play as them, then you're gonna be playing an evil character because they're evil. Like, they're a monster. And it's like, but I don't like playing bad guys. And a lot of it is like, okay, well, it's just like, you can just change it at the table. Like, because, you know, the rule books are suggestions, are suggestions more than anything. But, like, even still, because, like, yeah, in my setting, yeah, gnolls are inherently kind of like, gnolls are a tribal species. They're not like inherently evil with like, where like violence is literally in their blood. Like, I don't do that. Like, their society. Ow. Oh, there we go. Yeah, like, their society is built around a system of power. So, like, of course they're gonna, like, in their initial society, the powerful ones are the ones who are the leaders. So of course they're gonna be so societally, they're more predisposed to violent action. But it's not encoded into their DNA. It's just like, that's their society. Like the biggest and most powerful is their leader. And being the biggest and most powerful means you're naturally the strongest. Like, will naturally mean you're strongest. And same with things like orcs and goblins. Like, they're not gonna be like, they're not gonna be evil. But, you know, like, that's what their society, like, that might be what their society, like, teaches them to be. So, like, if you took if you took an orc, and it's like, in a setting like mine, if you took an orc and put them in a halfling society, like, they were adopted basically as an infant by like a halfling couple in like a halfling village, that orc's gonna behave like a halfling, except they're gonna have the physical traits of an orc. And I saw like a homebrew book. Ooh, flawless diamond. I saw a thing for a homebrew book earlier today that was like literally that. Like, in fact, that orc raised by halflings was a specific example that they used in the book, or at least in the post. So yeah, and I use the whole societal thing as to why, like, you can't, like, while you can be fighting up against tribes of goblins and orcs, and they act like the way they're described in the book, like in the monster manual, but at the same time, you're fucking, like, the fucking dude who runs the coffee shop is an orc. And he's like a normal ass dude. Because, like, he didn't grow up in, like, the violent orc society. And there's others that were. I am completely sidetracked. I have gone completely off the rails. Yeah, like, that's just the thing I wanted to point out because of, because that's been a thing, like, with D&D recently that I've seen people, like, discussing and, well, I'm not gonna, like, angrily complaining about because, you know, change. And like, you know, like, people don't, and like, some people, they don't want, like, they use that as an excuse to not, they'll use something like, oh, things like orcs, kobolds, and goblins are evil. Like, they use that as like an excuse for, they use that as, well, I shouldn't say they use that as an excuse, but they use that, like, for when they're playing something like that, they use that to, you know, not feel bad about strolling up to a village of these creatures and just completely wholesale slaughtering them. Which, you know, I get. Like, when you think of, like, the actual, like, consequences of some of these things, it's like, okay, that's it actually makes it seem really fucked up. And also, that's actually one thing I did notice, like, when playing as these races, like, playing as kobold, like I remember a DM saying, like, they're not sure, like, I was playing a kobold character and they were not sure about, again, they were not sure how to handle, you know, they were not sure how to handle kobolds because I was playing one. And the way I described it was like, it's like, oh, well, your character is a kobold, like, wouldn't they feel, like, bad about killing other kobolds? And my response was, like, in game, humans kill other humans all the time. The humans are just normally, like, shit, like bandits and stuff. So, like, it's literally the same thing. And in one of my games, hey, where the fuck is the other place? And, like, in another game where I'm playing, in one of my current games where I'm playing a goblin, like, one of the players is like, well, we're gonna be fighting up against goblins, are you okay with that? And my character was like, what the fuck do you mean am I okay with that? It's common shit. To be fair, that character is more, I don't want to say sassy, But no, that character is more like cold about stuff like that. I guess I could say. Like the character is like the first rogue the second rogue I've ever played in a tabletop RPG.
Turn back.
No, he just kind of went back, but he was like, turn back.
Turn back before it's too late.
Yeah, this goes. It was like, no, just go back. What the fuck?
Let me guess. You're here for the treasure, aren't you? Ever heard of... Supposedly, the items it made were so... I spent my life tracking down that legend.
All right, I forgot to
Until my
let you guys
damn
listen.
apprentice stole everything from me and published it all.
I'm usually just skipping over all this dialogue.
And now I can't rest. Not until I have proof. Something to show the world what I discovered, what I did. That my life mattered. But it's hopeless. I died here, just like all the others. Turn back. Turn back before you become the next victim. I'm not going to talk you out of it, am I? I know. I was just like you once. Well, if you want to reach the summit, you're going to need some help. You want a hand?
Sure.
It's your funeral.
I clicked yes. What the fuck, game?
Was there something else? All right, lead on then.
Yeah, this quest is actually pretty cool.
This is where I am.
Because it uses stuff like for example, there's no quest markers for actually finding the Ethereum. You gotta use this map of Skyrim and go about where the circles are. And like each one of them, like each one that's like you gotta look at the map and look at the Skyrim map and go about where those are. It gives you like little hints, but yeah, and then over here it's like, okay, this is what the like these are the thing, like this is the thing, these are the ones I figured out, like, okay, this one's first, this one's second, that one's not the second one, that one's not the first one, this one isn't the first, second, or third, etc.
Quite the fall.
And like it actually gives you room to figure it out.
This place has been pretty...
Which on one hand is actually really cool. And on another hand, it's also kind of jarring because nothing else, like almost nothing else in Skyrim does that. Like almost everything gives you the answer in one way, shape, or form. So with most of the puzzles, like the most you have to think is, okay, okay, let's look at the order of these things and see which one is, and see, like let's look at the order of these switches and like see the order that we saw these things in. Or you need to use this item for this door. Look at the item in your inventory, and it'll tell you. Or you can just brute force it. So it is actually interesting to have a quest that's like, okay, we'll point you in, okay, they're around here, go look for them yourself. Fuck! Ah. Yes. Now over here. Oh well, at least this isn't one of those ones where it's like, oh, you fell down. Well, you gotta go back. Oh wait, no, you do have to go back. This is way back at the fucking son of a bitch. I forgot that this dungeon is actually kind of built in a kind of a clever, like, vertical way, to where falling down will actually send you back to near the beginning. Like, once again, it's kind of annoying, because in most other dungeons in Skyrim, that's not a thing. But still, at the same time, like, it's neat that they actually tried. Because yeah, like I've seen things like put this in a positive light, but like Bethesda is infamous for not putting enough people to work on things. Like in this game, like all of the dungeons were made by a very small group of people. I think like 5 people. And in Oblivion, all of the well over 100 dungeons in that game were all made by one dude. It's like, jeez, like, can you like fucking overwork the guy any less? I didn't take care of that one. Come on, you can do it. There you go. That took a while. Took a lot longer than I thought it would, to be perfectly honest. Then again, I'm not sure how the follower mods handle spells. Like, I think it's based off of level, and I don't know if the custom followers level with you. I know the ones in I know the vanilla ones do. You know what? Just because I don't want to use a potion. That's why you don't run in front of me when I'm doing a power attack like that. You get hurt. Which is why I only have ranged. Which is why I have 2 mage followers, because all their shit is ranged. Oh wow! What did that much damage to me? How are these things doing so much damage? Is that a glitch? They should not be doing anywhere near that much. Okay, I think there's a chest up here. Yeah.
Just do it!
It took him a while to hit the ground. Yeah, these little bastards' antennae are one of the rare alchemy ingredients. Thankfully, this dungeon isn't too long because we're actually starting to.
Feels like ages
We're actually
ago.
running up on time in a bit here.
Hey, there's my bow.
We got about like 20
There,
minutes.
Out on the log. Wondered what happened to it.
Grab her bow, which I think
Take good
this
care
is
of it,
bow.
Chloe.
This bow is like it doesn't it has a little enchantment that you can't get, or it's like a modifier that you can't get because it doesn't count as an enchantment. It gets a unique weapon. Basically, it just I think it fires a little bit faster. Hold on, let me look. Yep, fires 50% faster than a normal bow. Take the money off the skeleton. That rock looked like it was something. Take this guy's scrap paper, his arrows. Okay, now between this, which says that this one's the third, and this, which at the very end gives us 1 and 2. It's just that we can basically just kind of. It's basically super easy to brute force it from there. Okay, so it was like Spadoosh, Spadangle, Spligadur.
You know what this is? It's a lock.
I'm-
A tonal lock. Simple and very, very. See the resonators
I'm
up there?
literally doing it.
Wrong and, well, you've seen what happened when I tried it. Beyond that, well, yeah. And that was just one trap. Almost.
Kaboom.
So, it is Hey, look, on the edge here. This has been cut. I saw a drawing of this once. This shard, it's... We have to find the other piece. I had a map in my journal. That's where we should start. Really? Well, now that makes things easier. We still have to find the forge itself. I had a lead
Okay,
on
now
it.
we just gotta go to the forge, which is a place that a lot of people like walk by, like when they're doing the early story,
We'll meet again. I'm sure.
because it's like right by Iverstead.
For the first time in a long while, I think we may actually be able to do this. And I owe it all to you. Thank you.
Oh yeah, now I'm over encumbered. Pepsi.
Still here.
Let me give you some shit.
What do you want me to carry?
Wait, why did I give you one of the pickaxes? Actually, no, that's probably a good thing. Because now you can carry it. Like, you know, just in case one of mine is, you know, just in case I get rid of one of mine by mistake. Okay, so we don't really have much. We don't have enough time to finish the quest off, since there's a group of bandits that we gotta fight, and then there's like a huge fight like in the actual forge itself. So we're gonna be saving that for later. Well, by later I mean next time. So it's a few minutes early, like 10 minutes or so. But I think we're gonna call it here. I'm just gonna exit the building. It'll fucking let me. Not getting caught on every single piece of geometry on the way out. Okay, so so as far as streaming schedules go, I might stream Friday because I don't have D&D that day. Like, that's the game that's like every other week. And if I don't stream then, I might stream Saturday because my actual main group is taking a week off. Okay, so I might stream stream Friday, might stream Saturday. Not 100% sure. Let's go over to intermission. Kind of mute that. Well, I go look for a stream to raid. I know the Unexpectables are doing, like, the Unexpectables are streaming right now, so let's go rate them. All right. I shall see you guys next time. Sappho Blade Master logging off.